Hey folks, Jack from PC36 here. I'm going to show you how to install Windows on your fancy new gaming PC. It takes about 20 minutes and you should follow along with each step so that you don't get lost. This is for installing Windows 11 for the first time. If you're trying to delete then reinstall Windows, we've got a separate video for that which is linked down in the description. First up, we recommend if you're planning to use a wired internet connection rather than Wi-Fi, that you leave your Ethernet cable disconnected to start with. This makes the installation a bit simpler. Hopefully you've got your Windows 11 USB and BIOS USB sticks. If not, check out our other videos on how to make them, linked down in the description, before going ahead with this because you need those USBs in order to do it. Starting with the PC off and with your USB sticks obviously plugged into the PC, power on. If you're installing for the first time, your PC should automatically load up the Windows installer, which is where I'll meet you next. Choose your language and click Next. Click Install Now in the center. Click I don't have a product key. Don't worry, we can enter one later. Choose the Windows version you desire. Most of you will want Home. Accept the terms and click Next. Choose Customized. Choose your empty SSD with unallocated space and then click Next. Now leave the installer to do its magic. When your PC restarts, you'll be greeted by the new install wizard. Choose your language, then click Yes twice. Skip the additional keyboard layout. At this point, you'll have a list of Wi-Fi networks. If you created your Windows USB using the official Microsoft installer, then you will be obligated to now connect to Wi-Fi or plug in your wired internet cable. From there, you'll sign into your Microsoft account and choose your privacy settings. If you used Rufus to create your Windows USB, as we recommended, then you will have the option at the bottom of the page called I don't have internet. Click that, but don't worry, we'll connect up later on. It's just a lot simpler this way overall. Then click Continue with limited setup. Type in your desired username and click Next. Then put in a password for the PC and click Next. If you leave this box blank, there will be no password protection. Hopefully after a few minutes you'll be at the Windows desktop. That's good. Now that we're here, let's do some basic setup. First, let's connect to the internet. Click the globe icon in the bottom right. From here, find your Wi-Fi network and connect. Of course, if you're using wired internet, there's no need to do this. You can now just plug in your wired internet cable. If there is no option for Wi-Fi networks, don't worry about it, I got you covered. On our BIOS USB, remember we added on some extra drivers for Wi-Fi. Well, let's get those installed. Remember, you only need to do this if your Wi-Fi is not currently working. Open the folder icon at the bottom, go to this PC, then find your USB BIOS stick. Open by double clicking, then find the Wi-Fi driver. You're looking for a setup file with the type being application. Then you simply open that file and follow the on-screen instructions. Once that's done, you should now be able to connect to your Wi-Fi. The first thing we will download is the graphics card driver. Open Microsoft Edge, then go to google.com, then search for your graphics driver. It will be different depending on whether your graphics card is NVIDIA, AMD Radeon or Intel Arc. If your PC has an NVIDIA graphics card, these usually begin with RTX or GTX, then simply search for NVIDIA drivers. Go to the link, choose the correct graphics card, choose Windows 11, and then hit the search button. Then click Download. Once downloaded, use the folder icon at the bottom, go to Downloads, double click the NVIDIA driver file to open it, choose the option for the driver and GeForce Experience, choose Custom, click to perform a clean installation, then click Next and wait for the installer to finish. Once it's done, leave the checkboxes ticked and click Close. Then you can sign in or create an account for NVIDIA so that you can update the driver regularly. If your PC has a Radeon graphics card, these usually begin with RX, then simply search for Radeon drivers. Choose the top option, then the Auto Detect and Install button. Once the file has downloaded, use the folder icon at the bottom, go to Downloads, double click the Radeon file to open it. When prompted, choose options to allow a factory reset. Go through the installer following the instructions on screen and you'll be golden. If your PC has an Intel Arc graphics card, then simply search for Intel Arc driver. Choose the top result and download the driver file. Once downloaded, use the folder icon at the bottom, go to Downloads, double-click the Intel Arc file to open it. Follow the on-screen instructions to get the driver ready. Another handy program to download is RGB control software. This allows you to control the coloured lighting inside your PC if your PC has this. Each motherboard maker has their own software, such as MSI Center for MSI motherboards. However, it might be easier to simply use Signal RGB, which works with all different manufacturers. Simply Google search it, download and open the file to install. If your system uses any Corsair RGB software, we would recommend downloading Corsair iQ if Signal RGB doesn't work on its own. We're getting there, guys, just the finishing touches now. Click the Windows icon and click Settings. Under Activation, you can click Change Product Key to add your license key, but you can do this at a later time if you need to. Under Time and Language, you can ensure that the time and date are correct. Under Windows Updates, you can check for Windows Updates. This ensures that you get all the latest security updates to keep your PC safe. Under Advanced Options, then Optional Updates, you can download additional updates which can help your PC run smoother. If you click the Microsoft Store icon, then go to the Library button, then click Get Updates, you can ensure that your Windows apps are also up to date. There are a couple of power settings to optimize. In the search bar, type Edit Power Plan and open it. Change the timings to your liking and save those changes. Then click Choose what the power buttons do. Then change settings, then uncheck the box for fast startup. It sounds counterproductive, but disabling this can actually improve system stability. The final tip for setup is to tweak the mouse settings. This will improve your accuracy in games, though it can feel a bit sensitive at first. In the search bar, look for mouse settings, then additional mouse settings, then pointer options, then uncheck the box that says Enhance Pointer Precision. Trust me, this will make things better, and then click OK to save it.
Good work! We're all set up. Now that you're ready to install your games, it's time for me to shut up and let you enjoy your shiny new PC. If you enjoyed this video, there's loads more PC setup tips and upgrade tips right here on the PC36 YouTube channel, so subscribe and check out our other videos. I'll see you in the next one.